My first co-teaching lesson. When I first realized we were going to be doing a co-teaching lesson for this class, I was both excited and apprehensive. I have only taught a few lessons alone, so having to now incorporate another person's ideas seemed a bit daunting. Perhaps I was lucky because my co-teacher for this lesson happened to be my friend and fellow secondary English teacher, Curtis Warner. We started by bouncing ideas off one another for a lesson. After picking the lesson, we tried to match the co-teaching strategies to the layout of our lesson. This ended up working pretty well. We tried 3 different models. I was most nervous about team teaching, but this surprisingly ended up being my favorite. I think that this was because it felt cool to bounce ideas off one another, and whenever one of us would get stuck, we could help each other out. Specifically, something I have to work on is time management, a skill which Curtis is very good at. He kept the class on task. I also noted the advantages of co-teaching when we needed second opinions that we respect. For example, at the end of our lesson, students asked for a variation that caused me to think of a few variations of the assessment that could be made. I looked at Curtis to see if he thought this idea still fit the purpose of our lesson. It was also nice to be able to experience both the ups and downs of co-teaching with someone who can relate. Perhaps it is the skeptic in me, but I thought when I did this lesson I would realize a lot of negatives. But surprisingly, there were many more positives. This was something I also noticed while watching my peers' videos. The combination of making my own and watching theirs has made me feel more prepared for co-teaching scenarios in my future teaching career, which proves lessons and embodiment can be some of the best tools for learning.